first. This is going to be WrestleForever first. We're going to do us a top 5 here.
Oh my gosh, I am on a first. WrestleForever first. Okay.
So me and Corey with the Let's Play, when we do 2 Dudes One Couch, we actually made a top 10 list.
Oh, okay.
And it was so damn corny that we never released it. Recorded all of them. I was like, I can't release this. This is bad. But we're going to try it again. We're going to try it live.
You always got to try things twice.
Yeah.
Try something different. And you're doing a top 5 instead of top 10. There you go.
Yeah, so if you like gaming, check out 2 Dudes One Couch on the channel, the Rabbit Kick Media channel.
Really good.
And, so we have the top 5 wrestlers we'd like to see take on Seth's open challenge, maybe at Money in the Bank, maybe in the future. Anytime. Any of these guys would be awesome. These would all be what we think would be really exciting matches.
Okay.
So
I can get on board with that.
Yeah, so here we go. Number 5, Jason Jordan.
Oh, I knew it.
Yep. This is the obvious choice, I feel like.
Yeah.
That's why he's 5. This one's definitely happening.
It would wrap up their story that they had prior to Mania, because remember, Jason was supposed to take on Seth at Mania. Thank God that fell through. Not wishing injury on anyone, but thank goodness they didn't go at it. But it would be a good way for him to return, introduce to the audience again, and, have him take the L, but that's okay.
Yeah.
You're losing to the best.
I think this one is the biggest lock for it happening. And I think it would be a really great match. Because Jason Jordan, before he was injured, his character work was really good. But on top of that, you can't really tell, because it took a while to kind of get used to Jason Jordan. He almost had that Roman Reigns effect going for him for just a minute there, where you just kept seeing him and oh my God, the stupid Kurt Angle storyline. But behind all that, Jason Jordan is a really good wrestler.
Yeah.
He's very, very, very good. So him and Seth could probably tear down the house.
And they both have 2 different styles of wrestling.
Yeah.
Jason Jordan's a mat guy. He ground and pounds you. Seth Rollins is the high flyer, very fast-paced guy. Their 2 styles would go very, very well together. And I would be excited to see that match.
Yep. Yeah, I think that would be fun. All right, number 4.
Number 4, let me think about this. You know what? I'm going to throw you a curveball. I'm going to pick someone not on Raw.
Okay.
Not even on the main roster.
Okay.
I'm going to go with a new signee who doesn't have a storyline at the moment. We're going to go ECIII.
That would be awesome, dude. I think EC3 showing up on main roster. EC3 is main roster ready already.
Oh, he is.
He came in back to NXT roster ready. I don't even know if he'll stick around in NXT for long.
He shouldn't. He really shouldn't. They don't even have a storyline for him right now. I mean,
and he's a perfect Raw guy, dude. He's perfect for Raw.
He's the next level of Bobby Roode when he was a heel in NXT. I mean, he has the song that you can get behind. He has the looks. He's in his mid-30s, so he's younger.
Yeah.
He's
if
got
by
the total
looks
package.
you mean he's totally orange.
He's totally orange, but he's that guy you just don't like. You don't like anything about him.
Yeah, he's a douche.
He's ready.
But yeah, I think, dude, and I think they could put on a really, really fun match too.
I think so. I really do.
Yeah, having just the way their styles. EC3 is kind of a stronger wrestler too. The dude is freaking ripped. And seeing Seth have to kind of overcome him, making him look really great too. Seth can make anybody look great.
He can.
And I think EC3 is good enough to where he doesn't need that. But, them working together, that would be a killer match. It'd be an awesome surprise for an open challenge.
And if you remember from the ladder match at TakeOver New Orleans, he was always in the big spots. And that's because he can take those. Yeah. He can take the punches and go with it. Yep. And Seth delivers some hard spots. So that way it would make sense for him to do it. Yeah, I agree. Then, sir, you go with number 3. What's your 3? Number 3, I got another guy from NXT. Oh, okay. And this one, a little bit. This one I think could be. This one is maybe could have one of the biggest pops ever, especially if we're in a particular crowd that has lots of NXT fans. Okay. Velveteen Dream. Oh my gosh, yes. Please, Lord, please give us Velveteen on the main roster. Yeah, even if it's just the appearance, because they kind of did the thing with Cena when he was doing the open challenge, and
they had, Kevin Owens show up. Now, Kevin Owens kind of stayed around, but Sammy also showed up too. Mm-hmm. So you had like guys coming up from NXT. They're getting huge pops, and Cena was putting them over hardcore.
Yeah.
And the matches were freaking killer. And Seth and Velveteen, dude, they could tear down that freaking house.
They could. They really could. And now that you mention Owens Cena, that just brings back 2015 when Owens brought the NXT title onto Raw, beat Cena on his first match. That would be a rocket fire start for Velveteen's career. Oh, yeah. And I guess you're right. Cena, Kevin Owens didn't come up in the Open Challenge, but it was right around that same time. He did. Well, he answered an Open Challenge, did not accept it, and said they would fight on his time.
That's right. That's right.
But you know what? You did say this is a top 5 for Money in the Bank. You hit it on it earlier. Great crowd to get this on. Money in the Bank is in Chicago. That crowd would erupt for Velveteen.
Yeah, they would.
They're a big.
Yeah, if they did that I would assume that not all these will happen in Money in the Bank, but some of these could happen.
Yeah.
And even on a rocker, but Money in the Bank, if Velveteen came out for that, people would lose their crap.
They would. You'd be talking about it for a while.
That match would be so good. Just the kind of fast. Mm-hmm. Super flamboyant. Everything about Velveteen is flamboyant.
Yes.
Imagine him preempting the match and coming out with Seth's face on his tights or whatever.
Man, that's one thing I love about. He is a mixture of a Goldust, Macho Man. He's got everything.
Yeah, he's so good. He can back and do that elbow drop. Oh, that rolling Death Valley driver.
Oh, the elbow drop off the top of the ladder. Yes. Oh my God! I still have memories of that.
Yeah. He's very good. So I think people would go crazy for that.
Oh yeah.
Why don't you give us a number 2, dude?
Number 2. You know what? I'm going to go with someone that actually could very well happen. That I actually could very well see this happening at Money in the Bank, and that's his tag team partner, Mr. Brother in Arms. Dean Ambrose.
Roman Reigns?
Roman Reigns pulls double duty that night and beats Rollins after taking on the Hall.
Dean would be a lot of fun, dude. We already know that they can have killer matches and stuff.
Oh, yes.
And it would be a big pop for Dean to return to this. So
it would be. And especially if he comes out, answers Seth's call. They're part of the Shield still, I think. Mm-hmm. Is the Shield still around in a way?
They never disbanded it or anything. Exactly. They have. I would imagine they can pick it up whenever they want.
Exactly. So you could have Dean come out, Seth be a little surprised, accept the match because it's his brother.
Yeah.
They have one. They tear the house down probably. And then you could kick off a storyline between them.
Yeah, you could have Seth go over and Dean turn heel on him, dirty deeds him after the match.
And you could prolong it a little bit. You could play up on it until all the way to SummerSlam when Dean gets his revenge. There's so many options that you could do with Dean, and I think behind Jason Jordan probably the best option for him going forward.
And Dean, it sucks that he got injured and he's been out for so long, but he's one of those cases too where absence kind of makes the heart grow fonder too.
Exactly.
So,
and I was
I haven't seen him in a while, so I would love to have him back in a spot like that.
Exactly.
That'd be awesome.
And that brings, when Austin got injured unfortunately during his 90s run, he had his neck, he had a knee issue, Triple H had multiple injuries, John Cena had multiple injuries. You know who doesn't have injuries? Roman Reigns. Mm-hmm. If Roman would just take some time off, like all these other cats are doing, he could actually.
Took that birthday off, man. I think it was his birthday. Maybe it's his kid's birthday. I don't know.
When you're Talk Dog, you can take off any day of the week, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, then, sir, you lead us with number 1. So you created this segment. Mm-hmm. Let me get your idea.
I had a number 1 already in mind. Whenever I sent you the notes, I was like, "Here's the number 1."
Oh man,
it's Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle.
He
answers?
Imagine him answering that Open Challenge, dude. People would explode.
Wow.
And so this is kind of, I got the idea because it was kind of teased a little bit on Twitter. Yeah. Kurt posted a picture with, saying, putting Seth over, saying he's the best, and he kind of threw out the question, like, what if I answered that challenge? Would anybody want to see that? Yes, we would like to see that. I would.
And Seth is one of them that can carry Kurt. Kurt is amazing in the ring. He is. But with his age, his injuries,
he's a bit older, he's a bit slower. And Seth makes everybody look like $1 million. Mm-hmm. And putting them two together, good Lord, dude, that would be such an awesome match and a great story there.
Yes.
And that could be one of those matches where it's just a really, really good show of respect between two guys. Mm-hmm. I don't think anybody wouldn't want to see that match.
I think
I could see people make an argument about all four of the other ones, but I could not see anybody making an argument about how excited they'd be if Kurt Angle if he answered that open challenge. Mm-hmm. I don't think Kurt Angle's had a singles match since he's been back.
No, he hasn't. His first match back was with Rollins and Ambrose against the five of them.
Yeah, it's just been other people in there.
Triple H, which is a good person to go against.
Yep.
He hasn't done a singles match yet.
Yep.
And unless you put him and Roman, I think Seth's probably going to be your best option to carry it.
I think Seth is the best option by a long shot. Because
yeah.
Seth has like that Shawn Michaels things to him where he can make, or even you can go back to Ric Flair, dude. Both those guys were so good at making people look credible. Mm-hmm. And Kurt is already credible, but with his age or whatever, Seth is the perfect guy to kind of, he's so quick and everything. He can make everything look so good in that match.
Agreed.
And you have an icon versus a modern day, a future icon. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That would be amazing. I think that is definitely the number one pick. I can't think of anybody that wouldn't want to see that match.
Absolutely. Now, question you got to ask yourself, do you want this to be a surprise or do you want to market this?
I would keep it a surprise, dude.
Oh,
Hearing
wow.
Kurt's music, people would go crazy, dude.
Now, if you do that,
it'd be one of the biggest moments of the year.
You have to build it up somehow, dear.
It'd be bigger than Nicholas, dude.
Nicholas. Oh, I miss Nicholas. Thank God Braun's not in the tag team anymore. But I miss Nicholas and Braun together. Yeah, I think
the school's about to let out. It is summertime.
Oh, you better watch out. Nicholas and Braun coming from them titles again.
Oh, man.